Martin, Florida.
You're listening to the Talk It Up radio show. Join us for the next hour for a fun-packed, educational, and inspirational moment.
You know that the ice cream scoop has the power to make a child smile, and that by slowing us down, the traffic light can keep us going. You know that the golf tee brings friends together, that the mailbox keeps them connected. You know that the cataract laser helps you look to the future, while the pacemaker ensures that there's a future to be seen. You know that the lawnmower, the clothes dryer, and the elevator make life easier, that the blood bank makes life possible. You know that these things we count on every day started as ideas. But did you know all these ideas came from the minds of African Americans? Support minority education today so we don't miss out on the next big idea tomorrow. The United Negro College Fund, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Please visit uncf.org or call 1-800-332-UNCF. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Join us on Saturday, December 21st, when Jammin's Radio and Vibrant Entertainment invite you to the 6th Annual Irie Christmas Celebration. With music by DJ Faze, DJ Rawborn, and DJ Iceman. This is a special treat. There'll be prizes and surprises, and a chance for you, your friends, or your loved one. Win up to $500 when you come and celebrate an Irie Christmas with Jammin's Radio. Wear something red or green. It's the 6th Annual Irie Christmas Celebration. Saturday, December 21st at 269 West Wine Lounge, 269 West Road, Ocoee. Party with us from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. with music by DJ Faze, DJ Rawborn, and DJ Iceman. Admission is $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Early bird tickets available online now. IrieChristmas2019.eventbrite.com. For info and contact, call 917-854-2551. This one you don't want to miss. Saturday, December 21st. Remember, wear something red or green. The Irie Christmas Celebration.
Crazy But True, a hilarious comedy starring Volia Johnson, Dennis Titus, Lakeisha Ellison, Cherie Elise, and yours truly, me, Oliver Samuels, will be at Wakaiva High School on Sunday, December 1 at 6 p.m. For tickets, call 954-534-4852 or Humble Lion on 407-485-0530. Crazy But True, it's crazy for true, a whirlwind live performances event.
Hi, this is Carlene Davis, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly Martin. Now, don't you touch that dial. We're praising God all the time. Yeah, Jesus says so.
Welcome, and have a very, 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 very Merry Christmas when it comes, and a Happy Thanksgiving. I just want to piggyback on something that what Sophie was talking about, especially for the men. You have to go get checked. I know some of the tests may be invasive of your private parts, but it's totally necessary. I am here living proof. I'm living 4 years over time now because I only had 5 years to live if I hadn't gotten tested for prostate tests and stuff like that. And I did have cancer. So I'm telling you that it is better to be alive than dead. And don't let your pride get in the way. Gentlemen, go get yourself checked. There are many ways, even if you don't have the funds, to get it done. And just to open up the show with that, I couldn't resist it because of what Sophie was talking about. Our thoughts and prayers continue to go to Brian and his family and his mom. We know what you're going through. We've been through it. I lost my mom to cancer, and my brother to cancer also, and myself was at the gates also, so I beat the odds. Nonetheless, let's start our show. In our studios today, we have Miss Patricia Rumph, and she's our special guest. We know Patricia from other activities that we're involved with in the community. And we just want to say to Patricia, welcome to the Talk Up Radio Show. It's your first time on the air with us.
It is, and it's a pleasure to be in you and your wife company. Good people.
Yes. And Beverly, are we streaming?
Yes, we're streaming.
Okay, so we're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. I haven't had time to bring it up here in the studios. People, it's the Thanksgiving season. Please remember your loved ones now, and even when it's not this time of the year. Just say I love you. Give them a call. Trust me, I have 3 boys, and you know these boys are. If I don't hear from them, I want to call them, but being the man, I don't want to call them. And when they call, it's really, really nice. So reach out to family. We're going to turn this over to Beverly and Patricia, and then I'm going to go see what Beverly is texting me about over there.
Okay. So welcome to the show. We're so happy to have Miss Patricia Rumph with us today. And she's a big pillar in the community that helps to make things better for all of us, and especially here in the Pine Hills area. She'll be taking up her new post in January as the president of the Pine Hills Council. So we wanted to bring her in and introduce her, and she can just talk to us a little bit about our civic duty. We all have a duty to do when we live in any community, but especially here, we need to take pride in our community and do our part. So welcome to the show, Patricia. Good to have you.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Like I said, happy to be in your company.
Yes. So in January, you'll take the new position as president of the Pine Hills Community Council.
Yes.
And the Pine Hills Community Council meets once a month, every first Tuesday, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, my husband and I are also on the board, directors at large.
Well, in January, your husband will be first vice president.
Yes.
Am I at large still?
And I will be secretary.
And you will be secretary, absolutely.
Yes. So we love the community, and we moved here last year, March. We actually bought a house here. We would like to see changes. We would like to
I want to correct that. I moved into the Pine Hills here in 1983.
Yes, as a couple.
I
moved here.
Grafted her into the Pine
Yes. So we're one of those people who believe that if you want to see changes, you have to be the change that you want to see.
You got to get proactive.
Yes. So Patricia, we are with you on board, ready to get to work.
Well, you all already working.
And we want to say thank you to Ms. Sandra Fatman. She's led this council for, I forgot how long it's been.
At least 2 years.
Yeah, she did an excellent job to get things moving. So Sandra, if you're watching or if you're listening, thank you so much. And
we want to say congratulations too.
Congratulations to her.
Newly change of status.
Yes, her and Mr. Dennis Hall are newlyweds. Yeah. So we want to say congratulations to you all. I'm not going to call you. I'm going to give you a month. So once that 1 month mark, then
we don't know
listen out.
We don't know how she's going to title herself, as Mrs. Hall or Mrs. Fatme Hall.
She's Mrs. Hall. I hope you're not one of those women that don't want to use your name.
Sandra Fatme is a brand. So
yes.
She's not going to change that name.
Yes, but I'm very happy for both of you.
Dennis
Happy
Fatme.
couple. Dennis, if you're listening, don't listen to that part.
Wow.
Yeah. So welcome, Patricia.
Thank you.
Let us know what good things are coming up.
Well, let me tell you a little about me. Mm-hmm. Some people may not know who Patricia Rumph is.
Yes.
I'm a native Orlandian. Mm-hmm. So I've been here all my life, and I've seen this area grow, not just the Pine Hills area, but I've seen Orange County, Beverly grow from a rural, segregated town to a couple of 100,000 residents to right now about 1.3 million residents. And I was raised in the Washington Shores area. Washington Shores, meaning for some refer to Washington Shores as the south part of Pine Hills in Washington Shores area. I was raised by a single mother who taught me strong work ethics, and she valued education. And she also showed me and demonstrated to me that the way I can make life better is by serving my community. She was a servant. So the things that I do it because my mother has demonstrated those things all throughout life. So I started getting involved in the community at a young age. Started voting when I first turned 18.
Nice.
Yeah, so civic engagement is very important to me, and it should be important to all of us, really.
It sure should, yeah.
Yes, because what civic engagement means is that the civic just says that whatever thing there is that will benefit you and I as citizens, It's our civic. You've heard it said before, it's our civic duty to vote. Because voting will benefit the citizens.
Right.
So civic engagement, like I say, is the bottom line is to do a purposeful thing in the community that's going to make our community a better quality of life and bring unity to our community. And that's what you're all about. And that's what I'm all about as far as my civic engagement. So it's very important that we support civic engagement. And it also, things get started that way. And as I was thinking about this topic, I thought about the Parkland, the Parkland shooting.
Yes.
What those young Parkland students did, they got involved civically and to bring out a change in gun control. So that's our civic engagement. That's our civic participation. And what we're doing in the Pine Hills area is just narrowing down our civic attention to the Pine Hills area to make it a place where we all could be happy to live, work, and play. Example, a civic engagement that everybody can participate in. We've noticed recently that there was as I drove down Pine Hills Road, between North Lane and Clare Corner Road on Pine Hills, it was extremely dark at night. Extremely dark. So I decided as I drove down one of the nights to see what was the problem. And between North Lane and Clare Corner Road on Pine Hills Road, I counted 49 lights, 49 street lights. Let me clarify that, 49 street lights. Of the 49 street lights, 17 of those lights were out.
Wow.
That's a lot of lights out.
Yes.
And it's only a mile stretch. So that's why it was so dark on that Pine Hills Road between North Lane and Clare Corner Court Road. So my duty to make our area a safer place, I reached out to the county commissioner for that area, County Commissioner Christine Moore, and I was informed that is a Duke Energy problem, and it was a Duke Energy problem.
Okay.
And I'm thankful for the county commissioner office for giving me an inside number with Duke Energy to call. So I reached out to Duke Energy, and they fixed the lights. If you notice now, if you ride down Pine Hills Road between North Lane and Clare Corner Road, all the lights was working except about 7. All this of the 17 lights that were out, 10 of them is working, 7 are still out. And those 7 lights are still out because there's an underground problem.
Oh, okay.
So they are working on that underground problem. So what I'm saying is that when we see things happen in our community, it's our civic duty to call attention to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You know.
True.
Yes.
And we shouldn't think that the other person is going to do it. We
Right.
should take the effort and the initiative
To do it.
to do that.
To do it. A very good point, Noah. Is always we shouldn't think that someone else should do that, and we shouldn't think that someone else who's outside of our community, such as our government, should know this. We live in the area. When we see things, like they say, when you see something, say something.
Right.
But when I see something, say something, I want you to do something.
Right.
Don't have me to see something, say something, and nothing's
Nothing's
happened.
done. Right.
So that's all a part of our civic engagement, is to make sure that we bring a purpose to our community. And you know what? When we get involved civically, it's healthy. And it's healthy for everybody. Now we got a safer area to drive down Pine Hills Road. And once we did that, someone reached out to me and said, you know what? Silver Star is dark. If you notice now, between Pine Hills Road and Powers Drive on Silver Star, there's 13 lights out. 13 street lights that are out, which there's a dark area. And it's so funny.
Duke Energy again.
Duke Energy. And it's so funny, most of the lights are out in front of that Duke Energy plant.
Wow.
But the point of it is, this is our community. We see the difference. So let's make a decision to improve what we see. So one of the things moving forward, what I would like us to do in 2020 is to invite Duke Energy outreach person to one of the Pine Hills Community Council.
Right.
Yes,
Good idea.
good idea.
Good idea.
To lead us in the direction of how we should address the areas that we see that's related to Duke Energy.
Because one of the things you said, you got a number that you could call and get somebody. Because I can never call Duke Energy. I get put on hold or send an email out to them, and you were able to get a number. So that's good. So, so being a part of the council, you know who to contact, who to get to get things done. I'm going to hold your thoughts right there and do a quick commercial, then we'll be right back if that's
Got
okay.
to pay the bills.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep us locked in. WOKB 1680. WOKBradio.com.
Are you a realtor or looking to become one? Well, we've got something for you. Whether you're new to the industry or a top producer, we would love to discuss partnership opportunities with you. As a new agent, you will need lots of training, mentorship, and support. And if you've been in the industry for a while, by now, you're probably seeking new growth opportunities. At Gold Series Realty, our business model is set up to help new agents get going quickly, and we have systems in place to help seasoned agents take their business to the next level. At some point, as a Gold Series Realtor, you're going to have the opportunity to open your own office with our guidance and support. Do not let this great opportunity pass you by. Please contact Noel Martin, 407-583-7854 for a confidential one-on-one meeting. That's Noel Martin at Gold Series Realty, 407-583-7854. That's 407-583-7854. Gold Series Realty.
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Join us on Saturday, December 21st, when Jammin's Radio and Vibrant Entertainment invite you to the 6th Annual Irie Christmas Celebration. With music by DJ Faze, DJ Rawborn, and DJ Iceman. This is a special treat. There'll be prizes and surprises, and a chance for you, your friends, or your loved one. Win up to $500 when you come and celebrate an Irie Christmas with Jammin's Radio. Wear something red or green. It's the 6th Annual Irie Christmas Celebration. Saturday, December 21st at 269 West Wine Lounge, 269 West Road, Ocoee. Party with us from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. with music by DJ Faze, DJ Rawborn, and DJ Iceman. Admission is $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Early bird tickets available online now. IrieChristmas2019.eventbrite.com. For info and contact, call 917-854-2551. This one you don't want to miss. Saturday, December 21st. Remember, wear something red or green. The Irie Christmas Celebration.
Crazy But True, a hilarious comedy starring Volia Johnson, Dennis Titus, Lakeisha Ellison, Cherie Elise, and yours truly, me, Oliver Samuels, will be at Wakaiva High School on Sunday, December 1 at 6 p.m. For tickets, call 954-534-4852 or Humble Lion on 407-485-0530. Crazy But True, it's crazy for true, a whirlwind live performances event.
Hey, it's your girl Abigail Hamilton, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly on the Talk It Up Radio Show. Keep it locked.
And welcome back to the Talk It Up Radio Show. We're on the topic of civic awareness.
Yes.
And our civic duties. We can't just leave things to the other person. Mm-hmm. You know, we see people speeding, we see people driving on the wrong side of the street, we see people going the left turn lane and cutting the traffic. It shows lack of respect for your fellow citizen. And it degrades the quality of life in the neighborhood. People throwing trash on the streets, you know. And Beverly and I, we move around a lot. So you go to some communities. I was over in Winter Garden this morning. There was no trash on the street. You know, a big event, and people are not throwing
people
stuff.
Eat and they throw the stuff in the trash.
Their trash cans around. Use the trash cans. It really makes a difference. It reflects on you. You know, and I'd hate for somebody to do something badly that reflects on me when I'm not the one who do it. So I'm glad you came in to talk. Seriously, because I live in Pine Hills, and I'm proud to say I live in Pine Hills. You know, and we're using Pine Hills here, but it could be any neighborhood, anywhere in the world, that if you don't act on positive way to get a change in your community. You mentioned the kids from Parkland, and that's a very good example because they got things done. Yes. It's not adults. These are kids still in school, high school. And they got things done. They made it to Washington and made their point, you know, and they got things done. But I think we need to start at the grassroots here in our community. People really need to start behaving themselves, for lack of a better word, but also taking part. And I think one of the things from the community council that we gather, we bring people in from all walks of the society. We bring in politicians, pastors, community activists, students, different organizations, and you can talk to them on a one-on-one there, and it really helps to learn more about how things work in our government and our community. So we invite them to come to the community meetings on Tuesday evenings, the first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m.
Yes.
And we'll be there to answer any questions that they have, So I'm just going to have you. I know you had a thought you were going on, so if I don't talk what I have in my mind, I forget the next one.
I think I do that too. But you know what? I'm glad you piggyback on the students, because it's good to get our students involved now in civic engagement.
Yes.
Because they're the ones that's going to get an eye view of what it's going to take to get policies changed. And they're starting now, the Parkland student are those that involved civically in their community to getting policies changed. And they're the one that's going to be affecting policies 10, 15, 20 years from now.
Right.
So they're starting now seeing how to make changes done.
Right.
So as they get older, they will have that experience and know how to navigate through the system. And we don't get our kids involved civically in the community, by the time it's never too late, but we always will be behind the 8 ball.
Right. Right.
And so we need to get our kids involved in get involved in what's going on now civically to take care of our community. And it's important that we bring things to the community and get involved, because I was talking about policies. Policies are made, and then some of the policies that are made, they affect us. Unless we get in a position that we can make changes to the policies, then we will be affected. There's opportunities out there. For instance, the mayor is promoting a transportation initiative. We do need to make a change with our transportation. And I brought this point up because if we are not following the transportation initiative meeting, we're going to be left out as to what we can do for Pine Hills area.
Right.
Because, again, the local officials does not live in Pine Hills. We live in Pine Hills.
Right.
So we know what changes we want to come about in Pine Hills.
Right.
There is a huge a bus transit center is coming to Pine Hills on the corner of Belco and Silver Star Road. We have put out an initiative for the Pine Hills residents to fill out a survey as to how you want this bus transit to look.
Right.
So there again, there's your civic duty to participate in these surveys. It's your civic duty to attend these town halls and meetings so we can let them know what are we expecting for you to do with my penny sales tax if it's passed. I'm going to contribute to that penny sales tax if it's passed. So I want to know what benefit is that going to bring to Pine Hills.
Right.
So that's our civic duties to attend some of these meetings.
So, and what he's doing too is almost like a rolling town hall meeting, because now I'm seeing it's going to be in District 2.
Yes.
Also, it was in District 6 last month, this week.
Yes.
And we're sorry we missed it. We wanted to go, but we
had too many things
things going on,
Yeah.
But it was posted on Facebook.
Yes.
I posted on the Pine Hills Community Council website, and I sent it out. So if you get this opportunity, look at it.
Right.
Because there's information there that we need to be informed. So so it's very important that we get engaged.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's important that we get engaged civically, because once you begin to get out there and network, then we learn more information, more ideas as to how we can better our community. For example, the local government, our city government, and our county government have what they call advisory boards. Advisory boards, there's affordable housing boards, there's the zoning board, there's the senior citizen board. I mean, there's about 30 different boards that help the Board of County Commissioner with information in the community. Each board have representation from their community, from their district. Example, I served for years on the Affordable Housing Board for District 2. And the Affordable Housing Board help make decisions or help give the Board of County Commissioner input of what we can do to better reach our lower income residents to be able to move into affordable housing. Do we give, should we increase the down payment assistance to $30,000 based on your income? Should we lower the down payment assistance to $20,000? Should we keep it for 10 years once you get into a house? So I'm saying all this by sitting on this board, I was able to visualize the people in my community, visualize when I was growing up how difficult it was to get that down payment assistance, and be that voice from a low income background that says, hey, we need this amount of money for down payment assistance for this threshold. So go to your county website, see what's there for boards that you can serve on, and bring that input, that voice from your community. Again, they don't know because they don't live in the community. So it's very important we get engaged civically.
Right.
And I just want to say that we are being messaged on Facebook. One person says, good job, I stay on top of that in my neighborhood, and you have to stay on top of them. They will fix it. I have to fight with Duke as well. Now, this is somebody in Ohio. Okay. So we just want to say thank you, Sheila, for making that comment. I won't say the next thing that she says, but it's not good for Duke Energy. But she's, she mentioned the same thing that we talk about, people throwing stuff on it. So it's not just in the Pine Hills area like we're talking about.
Yes.
And
different places.
It happens everywhere, and it's sad. It's really sad, to see somebody come out of their car and throw the fast food stuff right there between the two cars. And there's a trash can there somewhere,
take it with you until you can find the trash.
Right.
Yeah,
don't buy the food. There are many ways about it.
Yes, but it starts from parents teaching the kids or leading by example.
Yes.
The children see the parents finish with their trash, they put it in the correct place, and then they will follow.
That's true.
But when they see them doing that, that's the same thing they're going to be doing too.
Very good. That's true.
So,
and it doesn't matter where you come from. You have to make a difference to make a change in where you're going.
That's true.
That's what you have to do. You can't say because I live here, then other people do it, I'm not going to.
Right.
You gotta get it taken care of.
Make that difference. And you know what? Another civic duty of ours is to participate in the 2020 census. It's coming.
Yes.
In January.
Don't be afraid of it, people.
Don't be afraid of it, because it will make a difference of the number of schools that will be brought to your community. The 2020 census is a count. It's not a count of to say whether you're here and you're not supposed to be here, or it's not a count to say if you're a convicted felon. It's a count of the number of people in a specific location. And based on that count, that's where we get our services. So if you do not fill out the census report when it comes, then the government does not know where to put a hospital. Because we may not, that area may not reach that population threshold that qualify for a hospital.
Right.
Then you wonder why there's no hospital in your area. And we may not get a school.
Right.
Then you wonder why there's no school in this area. If your child is 5 years old and they ask the age to count that child. Because the census is every 10 years. So they're 5 years old now. So they won't get accounted anymore until 10 years. So in 5 years from 10, they'll be 15 years old. So if you don't count them now, 10 years later, they'll be in high school, and they may not be able to get a high school in their area because you did not count them when they was 5.
That's a very strong point. Very strong point.
Yes. So it's very important when that census report come out in 2020, please count everybody in your household and be honest so we can get the services that we need in our community. That's our city duty.
And something else about the census before you go. We talked about it early, some months ago. Even if you're not documented, you need to get counted because you are impacting the community by the services that are needed. Like you said, hospital and schools. And any other public service, they need to know how to allocate the funds based on the size of the population. If it's even $1 per person, and we have 200 undocumented people here that didn't get counted, then they're gonna allocate funds for
elsewhere.
the wrong amount of people.
Yes.
You know, bus services, transportation, everything. Even if we need the services, and if we don't get counted, we are doing an injustice to our citizens. Let me take this call.
Okay. Yes. So yes, you're absolutely correct. We all need to make sure that we get that done. Yes. So, and how the census work? You can do it online now.
Yes.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to do it online. If you can't, there would be a 1-800 number. You could call and get assistance over the phone. They're making every effort. If you don't do it on the line, if you don't call them, their last effort would be knocking on your door, because they want you counted just as much as we want you to be counted.
Right.
So get involved. I'm going to tell you another reason to get involved in your community civically, because as you're out there, you're networking, and you're gaining more resources to bring to the community. I may go to this one event, but there's other people at this event, so I'm networking. So I'm bringing in resources. I participated with the Orange County Advisory Board for Citizen Review. I think that's what it was, the Citizen Review Panel for Human Services. And that particular board listened to the nonprofit organizations that was in the community that came in to apply for county government assistance, county government grant funds, and put it that way. So by sitting on that board, I had an idea of the different nonprofit organizations that was in the community and the services that they rendered. So therefore, I was able to bring that back to the community, and let them know this is a resource. So it's important that we get involved civically so we can be informed of what are the resources that's out there available to us. We miss out because we don't get engaged. There's a lot of resources out there that can assist us in getting where we need to go.
Right.
Yes.
So true.
We have a call on the line. Are you still there, Michael?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Michael is calling in on behalf of the Crazy But True
play that's coming up
on December 1st. So
hello, Michael. Welcome.
We're gonna ask Michael a bunch of questions because we don't know if Michael is an actor or a promoter.
Yes.
Part of the show. So thank you for calling in, Michael, on behalf of Humble Life.
Thank you.
Yes. Tell us what's going on. Yes.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Oliver is in Brussels, Belgium. We're headed back to Orlando this week and doing some work there. I produced Oliver for about 7 years.
Okay.
Plays.
Okay.
And specifically through Urban Live Performances, we promote the shows in the U.S. and in this case with Humble Line in the Central Florida area.
Okay.
The first one to thank Oliver because, you know, in plays when we tour the U.S., Thanksgiving is a premium weekend. So we'll be doing cities like New York, the bigger cities and so forth. So it was a testimony to how Orlando has grown in the Caribbean community.
Right.
To see Oliver on Thanksgiving weekend, which is a big family weekend. And, you know, as you know, Oliver, over the last 48 years, has done family shows. So that's a chance for the family to get together.
Right.
So typically, on Thanksgiving Sunday, we do a matinee and then we do an evening show. But due to Oliver's schedule, we're only doing one show at Wakaiva on December 1st, at Thanksgiving Sunday, at 6 p.m. Crazy About True, Oliver is with Muffy Johnson, as those of you who have watched DJ or YouTube or the competition, Oliver and Muffy, clearly the funniest Caribbean dude. And this again is Oliver's way of, in the last 6 years or 7 years, he's, you know, take very serious issues and make them into jokes. This one deals with mental illness. And it's something, and the strange thing is Oliver can take anything, be it infidelity, be it paternity issues, you know, gunmanship, gang violence, and no mental illness, serious issues, and make it into a joke and still deliver the message.
Yes.
And that's
very
magic
important.
I think of, of Oliver, and that's a privilege I've had in producing him because now, as he goes to the twilight of his career, he's just delivering messages. And I think that's why we've had the support of families. And one of the things that we really enjoy with doing Oliver is that an opportunity for like 3 generations to come out. It's the grandma, the daughter, and the grandchild. You know, that kind of way, because you do your sports, you do your parties, you do other things. So there aren't many things that's tri-generational in our community. And this is an opportunity for the entire family. You know, you don't have to drop off grandma and pick up later. Right. You don't drop off the kids and pick them up hours. It's not 1 o'clock anymore. It's
family friendly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And we give thanks for Central Florida. The Tampa is the night before.
Yes.
On the 30th, and our popcorn. Orlando is on the 1st.
Yes.
We give thanks for the family to come out, because it is our joy when we put something together to see that there's nothing that makes us happy than to see the whole family. You know, we kind of leave grandma behind, we kind of leave the retirees behind sometimes. Sometimes we don't share our Caribbean culture with the next generation.
Right.
So I can't emphasize enough how much it is for the entire family to come out so great, and how much our joy it is to present this in the Caribbean community.
Thank you so much.
And it's going to be Saturday,
December. Is it
December
1st?
Sunday, December 1st, yes.
Sunday, December 1st.
Saturday's in Tampa.
Yeah. Right.
Saturday's in Tampa, and Sunday is in Orlando.
Right.
WOKB
High School.
Yeah.
Starts at what time?
It starts at 6, doors open at 5.
Okay.
It starts at 6. You can always call on the line local at 407-485-053 or a ticket hotline at 954-534-4852. That's 954-534-4852 headquarters. Or you can purchase online at www.JamaicanShoppingClub.com. That's www.JamaicanShoppingClub.com. So there are options to purchase tickets. As you know, it's Oliver. The tickets go fast. I'm saying it's only one show this Thanksgiving, and not being a matinee and an evening show in Orlando. There's one show. So please, now get the tickets, because I know what happens in the last day and the last couple of days, and there are the regrets. And we'll never get to carry mommy, we'll never get daddy, and we get the cussing that we're not here for one more show. So, Oliver is been we had the Miss Lou celebration in Belgium. We did about 10 shows in the UK. We've been very busy, and we started running in Jamaica from January to April again. So, we can't always do as many shows as we want on tours, but Orlando is important, and that's why we got a special weekend, the biggest one Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in, and we look forward to seeing you at the show. Bev and I will be there.
That's great. All right.
All right.
And thanks for the opportunity.
Right. Thank you.
Again,
have a good evening.
For the support over these years.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. And that's going to be the crazy but true Oliver Samuels in town, December 1st, which is a Sunday, 2501 North Hiawassee.
That's next week Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday coming up. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Keep us locked in. WOKB 1680 and WOKBradio.com.
Are you a realtor or looking to become one? Well, we've got something for you. Whether you're new to the industry or a top producer, we would love to discuss partnership opportunities with you. As a new agent, you will need lots of training, mentorship, and support. And if you've been in the industry for a while, by now, you're probably seeking new growth opportunities. At Gold Series Realty, our business model is set up to help new agents get going quickly, and we have systems in place to help seasoned agents take their business to the next level. At some point, as a Gold Series Realtor, you're going to have the opportunity to open your own office. With our guidance and support, do not let this great opportunity pass you by. Please contact Noel Martin, 407-583-7854 for a confidential one-on-one meeting. That's Noel Martin at Gold Series Realty, 407-583-7854. That's 407-583-7854. Gold Series Realty.
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Join us on Saturday, December 21st, when Jammin's Radio and Vibrant Entertainment invites you to the 6th Annual Irie Christmas Celebration. With music by DJ Faze, DJ Warborn, and DJ Iceman. This is a special treat. There'll be prizes and surprises, and a chance for you, your friends, or your loved one. Win up to $500 when you come and celebrate an Irie Christmas with Jammin's Radio. Wear something red or green. It's the 6th annual Irie Christmas Celebration. Saturday, December 21st at 269 West Wine Lounge, 269 West Road, Ocoee. Party with us from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. with music by DJ Faye, DJ Rawborn, and DJ Iceman. Admission is $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Early bird tickets available online now. IRIChristmas2019.eventbrite.com. For info and contact, call 917-854-2551. This one you don't want to miss. Saturday, December 21st. Remember, wear something red or green. The Irie Christmas Celebration.
Crazy but true, a hilarious comedy starring Volia Johnson, Dennis Titus, Lakeisha Ellison, Cherie Elise, and yours truly, me, Oliver Samuels, will be at Wakaiva High School on Sunday, December 1 at 6 p.m. For tickets, call 954-534-4852 or Humble Lion on 407-485-0530. Crazy but true, it's crazy for true, a whirlwind live performances event.
Hey, it's your girl Abigail Hamilton, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly on the Talk It Up radio show. Keep it locked.
And welcome back to Talk It Up radio show. While the commercials were going on, we had a call from a pastor, and she's asking Miss Rumph to tell us more about how to join the Pine Hills Community Council. She wants to get involved.
Good.
Wonderful.
She was reading my mind. I said, when we come back,
that was the next topic.
Yes, the Pine Hills Community Council.
Before you go, I also want to say hi to Sister Sandra, who's watching on Facebook. Sandra Fatney.
Hello,
Mrs.
President.
Hall. Hello, Mrs. Hall. Thank you for watching us.
I sent you a text. Please respond. I put you on the spot.
She's still in honeymoon mode, okay? Okay, so the pastor was asking how they could join.
Yes, and thanks for listening in, and thanks for wanting to join the Pine Hills Community Council. We have a website, and it's info at Pine Hills.
It's pinehills.info.
Thank you, Noah. He's our website expert. So it's pinehills.info. And there's a drop-down button. You go to say, join us, a membership.
Yep.
And it's $20 per year.
For adults.
Beverly knows she's the secretary.
Seniors, $10.
Yes.
Seniors is...
I think it's 15.
What age group?
Some students are free. I think somebody's $10. Let me go to the website and get the
students
numbers
is
for you,
$5.
Yeah, later on in the show I'll tell you about it. Let me go to the website.
Yes.
And then organizations is $50.
Yes.
So we would love to have you come on board.
Well, 50 or more.
50 or more. Okay, thank you, Noah. 50 or more.
Yeah, we'll take whatever.
And we will be meeting December the 3rd.
Second Tuesday?
Second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday? Okay, let me make
Second
sure.
Tuesday of December?
Yes.
So that will be the 9th or the 10th?
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Yeah, it's not
The
far.
second Tuesday is the 10th.
No, the first Tuesday.
The first Tuesday is the 3rd.
I thought so.
We meet every first Tuesday
yes.
of the month. So this is going to be December 3rd.
At 7 o'clock.
Yes.
At the Pine Hills Community Center. And that address is 6408 North Jennings, Jennings Drive. And Jennings Drive is off of Powers. So that's December the 3rd, Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Pine Hills Community Center, 6408 North Jennings Drive. Please join us. Bring your whole congregation.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very informative meeting.
Yes.
We have law enforcement that come by. They tell us, what's going on. They tell us how to be safe in the neighborhood, what we can do, to do our part. We also have students that are there. We hear about Evans High School. They're doing such great things. And the Fluides who are there to help as well.
Right.
So.
And I want to say, because it's an informal atmosphere. So you may be talking, rubbing shoulders with the mayor or chief of police or the sheriff. And you get to
or
say
your
hi
neighbor.
to them, or your neighbor.
Yes.
But also I did go to the website, and the students are $5. Seniors 62 and over, Beverly.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. 2 more years.
$15. Adults $20. Organizations or professionals $50, and merchants $100.
Okay.
Okay, it's very, very affordable.
And we are doing great things as far as our
Yes.
civic duties for the Pine Hills Community Council. Just an example. either earlier this year or last year, if you notice, the power was dry. When the rain came over, it flooded.
Yes.
It flooded really bad on Powers Drive. And it was the Pine Hills Community Council that approached the Orange County Commission, I'm sure along with other residents, asked what's the problem. And they realized that the problem was that lake is either Lake Stanley or Lake Starr. But whatever lake that is on Silver Star Road that sits behind that E.T. Beauty Salon, between Silver Star and Powers, and there's a Save-A-Lot, and then there's the Domino's Pizza, then that's the E.T. Beauty Salon. There's a lake over there. And that lake was not draining. And that was the problem. But the problem was the lake was privately owned. So what the county did, went in and purchased the lake so they could go in and drain the lake. And now the county
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, so now the county is owning that lake. And they was able to drain, do what needs to be done, so Powers Drive does not flood over anymore. So these are things that the council is doing. Another thing that the council did to help better the area of the Pine Hills area, last year, I'm not sure, last year, there was a gun store that did open up on Silver Star. Again, right there in front of that Save-A-Lot on the corner of Powers and Silver Star. There's a gun store open up. And we had concerns because of the amount of, it would attract crime. And the council is fighting working with the law enforcement to bring down crimes. And the last thing that we wanted in our community was a gun store. So the gun store was there. But the problem was the gentleman tried to bring, in addition to the gun store, a used car lot. So we're trying to preserve the community to look like a community. You could bring your used car lot, but take it on Colonial with the other used car lots.
Car lots, yeah.
Not on Silver Star, but thank God that the county agreed with the council, and the guy decided to just relocate. He took his gun shop and his used car lot out. They did not allow him to change the zoning code.
Good.
So what the council received notice of the different variants of zoning code that is coming to the area that want to change the structure and the look of our community. And we take a look at those things, and we attend the Board of County Commissioner meetings to make sure that we keep our community looking like a family-oriented community. So we would love to have you on board with us to help us with this endeavor and keeping Pine Hills the way that we want Pine Hills to look.
Yes, awesome. That's
Yes.
great. And we get up-to-date information on the new links system that's being built there.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a representative that comes out to most of the times to the meetings.
Yes.
Yes.
Jeff does. One other initiative that we worked on as well, a couple of years ago, there was a liquor store, and I'm not against alcohol, but we want it in the place where it's not right in the heart of our community.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get this straight. I'm not against alcohol. Okay. But there's a liquor store that opened.
I am against alcohol.
Okay. but there's a liquor store that opened up right in the back door of Evans High School. If you notice that, right on Pine Hills Road. And they were able to do that because of the county ordinance. The county ordinance says that the store had to be 1,000 feet from the entrance of the store to the entrance of the school, and they count the 1,000 feet from the entrance of the store to the main entrance of the school. So that's how they got around that.
Yes.
So we went to the county commissioner and we looked at that, and the Board of County Commissioner agreed. So they changed the ordinance so that if you want to open up another liquor store in that area, you count from 1,000 feet from the entrance of the store to any entrance of the school. Because Evans High School has a bus depot entrance right behind that liquor store. So they looked at that and they saw, okay, let's change the ordinance. So these are things we've been working to better, to keep the look of the community how we want it to look.
Right.
Well, I would gladly make another suggestion to that ordinance. It shouldn't be to the entrance because the school is wide. The property itself is maybe 2,000 feet on Silver Star on things. So they could be 1,000 feet from the entrance, but still be nearby the school. No,
that's why they changed the entrance. See, before they counted. Thank you, Noah, for bringing that point up. Before the county counted the 1,000 feet from the entrance of the liquor store, which is on Pine Hills Road, to the entrance of the school, which is on Silver Star. But now they're saying to any entrance of the school, and there's an entrance of the school off of Pine Hills, which will bring it within the 1,000 feet. So if that ordinance had been to any entrance of the school, then that liquor store could not have opened up there. So
So definitely they can't be across the street. less than 1,000 feet. I don't. I mean, because I'm totally against that. Because the kids, I look at the kids coming out from Evans, and they're all over the place. When some of them walk home, so they're going to be walking past this liquor store anyway. It just should not be there at all in that zone around where the kids are walking. When they get picked up on the bus and they leave, but I see them walking, crossing Silver Star, crossing Pine Hills, right there, and they're walking all the way to Powers. And
I'm gonna tell you, the neighbors were paying attention, because as I was on Facebook a couple years ago when this happened, a couple of residents was taken to Facebook like, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? So it wasn't just the council, but we were speaking on behalf of some of the residents there. To make sure that don't happen again.
We don't need no more guns in our neighborhood. Take it to some other place, Alaqua or somewhere. Put it in that neighborhood.
Let's not call names.
I'm just saying, put it somewhere else. I see some of the business that they put up in the poor neighborhoods. It's definitely wrong. Just wrong. Take it somewhere else.
One of the things I was talking to Patricia about that really gets me is the gas prices here in Pine Hills.
Oh, you sure you want to start that? No, we only have a few minutes on the show.
It's really,
it's criminal.
Yes, and
it's
I don't
criminal,
understand
Patricia.
why you drive across the street to another city. It's like 30 cents difference.
It's $2.55 at the corner. There are 3 gas stations there.
Right.
And because their sign is public, I can talk about the price. It's $2.55 at the corner of Silver Star and Pine Hills, the 3 stations.
Okay.
And then you come over to the corner of Silver Star and Hiawassee and Colonial is like $2.20. You go down to Edgewater, and Edgewater Drive and John Young. It's $2.18. Why do poor people have to pay more?
Seminole County, and it's much less.
It is. It's a poor neighborhood. They charge us more for insurance. Bev and I know that because we move on, And now the gas stations
from Seminole
are...
to here, our insurance doubled.
These people are working 2-3 hours to pay for a gallon of gas.
But that's
to fill their tanks,
But Noah and Beverly, the insurance hike has to do with the legislation.
Yes.
That's why we got to get the right people in office. The people that pushed, one of the legislator at the time that pushed that bill runs an insurance company.
So that's a conflict of interest.
Well, but
he should have abstained from voting on that. I'm sorry, he or she.
But that's why it's important that we get our youth involved and we get involved and know what's going on and go to Tallahassee and go to these places and make our voices known. I'm telling you, it's true what they say, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And we don't show up. They don't see that we concerned. So since you're not concerned, I'm not concerned.
Right.
And they know that it's going to take a lot of effort for somebody who's working 3 jobs to leave a job and drive to Tallahassee or to be actively involved. So, but believe me, how do I get to Tallahassee to get this insurance thing changed?
We start with our representative.
Right.
And our representative for this area is Camille Brown. She's our rep. And Senator Randolph Bracey, I'm calling their names.
Right.
Whether they was in office or not when that happened, I don't know. But they're in office now.
Right.
So Camille Brown is our state rep, and Senator Bracey is our senator for this area.
I'm being very selfish now because we can afford it, but I'm thinking that it's not worth it. It's really, I don't buy gas in Pine Hills. Period. I don't.
Sad to say, but
I don't. I live in Pine Hills. I wish I didn't have to get insurance in Pine Hills also, but
yes,
you know,
where we live. So.
Yeah, but we live. So I mean, I can't change the price of the gas because it's a free market.
Yeah.
But we're definitely gonna have to Beverly do something about the insurance rates.
Yeah.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
We
especially when you have an under 25 in your household.
I know.
25-year-old.
And she says she's not moving out either.
She's a great student. She gets straight A's, and price is still up there.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It is. It's just too much. But
folks, coming up next is the jamming crew. Some of the crew is here. One of the crew is here. So
where did the time go? We only have 4 minutes left.
A few minutes left. The Jamming Radio. Every day he comes in and says, "No, I don't know what I'm gonna play." And by the time 7 o'clock comes around, he's jamming.
He does a good job, yes.
You know, but he does an awesome job. Patricia, thank you so much for coming out, taking the time out. I know it's Thanksgiving weekend, pre-Thanksgiving weekend, and I contacted her almost a last minute thing. You know, we wanted to do the show about Thanksgiving, but we think that we have 1 hour to do something more because everybody's talking about Thanksgiving, you know. So I think they can give thanks to the community by giving back, by joining these meetings that we have.
Yes,
absolutely.
You know, and also petition. We're going to be petitioning our representatives to lower, not to lower, but to have a fair insurance rate system. Don't base it on because it's a poor neighborhood and tell me that people are uninsured. They make $1 billion off us.
Yes.
A minute. You know.
Yes.
So you're in business. You know, don't fleece people and make life hard for them. You know.
That's what's happening.
We have to have insurance. It's a requirement. It's a law. So because it's a law, then you know people have to pay the price. So you're gonna have to eat or pay the insurance for your car.
And it's a vicious cycle, Noah and Beverly, because the insurance rate is high in this area. Then the resident in this area carry the minimum coverage because it's so high.
True, that's true.
So they don't carry full coverage,
right?
Which forces those that have a good driving record to carry full coverage. For those that don't carry full coverage. True. So it's a cycle. It is. So we need to do something about that.
Yes. Any last minute words? We got 2 minutes. Maybe say the meeting again. Pine Hills Community Council will meet
that lady,
again.
the pastor, wanted information on how to join. Did we give it out?
Yes, we did.
One more time, just for the fun of it.
Tell them
you can also go. You can go on the website.
Pinehills.info and click on join us.
Yes.
And become a member. And then you can do that right there in the comfort of your own home or in your car when you're sitting at the stoplight. Just go onto the website and register. And the rates are very, very low. Students are $5. Those people under 62 and over is $10, and then members $20
$20 a year.
$20 a year.
Yes.
Oh, one whole year.
One whole year.
Yes,
someone thought it was a monthly fee.
That's an awesome
deal.
That's
still that.
Yes.
$20 a year.
Membership goes to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it does help.
And membership goes to help because the council sponsor Evans students graduate every year.
Yes.
The council give $1,000 scholarship. To Evans High School graduate that has a 3.5 GPA
or better.
Yeah. So we are partnering with the community and doing things for our local school. Yes.
And people, you have to take care of the children because they are the future.
Yes.
You can't neglect them because the drug dealers, the pimps, and the traffickers are after them.
Yes.
So we gotta make them have a reason to stay in school. Other than when they leave those gates at Evans, they're waiting to sell the drugs to them. So we really have to keep our neighborhood safe for our little ones. Keep it to the point where they want to stay in this neighborhood when they graduate from high school and come back in college.
Right,
Very good.
So coming out and join us December 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Pine Hills Community Center on Jennings.
Yes, 6408 North Jennings Drive, Orlando, Florida.
Right. That's right. Thank you for joining us. You have a great week, everyone. See you next week, same time, same place. God bless.
God bless.
Countryman, you ready? Yeah, all right. Lick it. Have a good night, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe one. Bye.